A former congressional candidate in federal court. How the FBI discovered he was trying to buy radioactive materials in an attempt to kill someone.
A hit and run in Jefferson County has many parents concerned after a teen was hit while walking to school.
And another big story we're following: the Badgers might face Northwestern without its starting quarterback. We'll have the latest on Alex Hornibrook in sports.
This is News 3 at 6.
Thanks for joining us. A former congressional candidate was in federal court facing criminal charges.
The FBI says Jeremy Ryan tried to buy enough radioactive material to kill someone. Our Keely Arthur was inside the federal courtroom and joins us with the very latest.
That's right. The name Jeremy Ryan might sound very familiar to you. He's probably better known, though, as Segway Jeremy, a protester who was often seen driving a Segway around the Capitol. Now he's back in the public eye for a very different reason. 30-year-old Jeremy Ryan appeared in court today, where federal judge Stephen Crocker ordered Ryan detained until a formal detention and probable cause hearing next Monday. On Wednesday, federal authorities raided Ryan's town of Madison home. He was arrested earlier in the day for attempting to possess radioactive material with intent to cause death. Court documents allege that in March and October, he attempted to purchase a lethal dose of radioactive substance via the internet to kill an unnamed individual. But the person he contacted to make the purchase was an undercover FBI agent. Using encrypted emails, Ryan asked, quote, "How long would it take the poison to kill someone after ingested? I'm looking for something that's very rare and difficult to get a hold of. Also, that doesn't show symptoms immediately, but kills them fairly soon after." If the name Jeremy Ryan sounds familiar to you, it might be for a number of reasons. The high-profile Capitol protester, also known as Segway Jeremy, was extremely active during the Act 10 demonstrations in 2011. Ryan ran for the U.S. House of Representatives twice, once in 2012 and again this year, trying to replace U.S. Speaker of the House Paul Ryan. At the Capitol today, we caught up with some protesters who say they knew Ryan. Off camera, they told us they were sad to see someone who they believed suffering from mental illness struggling. After court adjourned, we tried speaking with Ryan's federal defender, Peter Moyers, prosecuting attorney Elizabeth Altman, and U.S. Attorney Scott Blader. All declined. Ryan's next court appearance is Monday. If convicted, Ryan could spend life in prison.
Keely, thank you.
On a cloudy, cool Thursday, let's check in with meteorologist Dave Caulfield. Dave?
Well, Eric, I think these clouds are sticking around for quite some time. Not too much sunshine to come our way over the next couple of days, and that's what we're looking at right now is the clouds in Madison on the WISC-TV Skycam. Currently at 49 degrees, that wind a little bit stronger than the last hour out of the south-southeast at 7 miles per hour. Temperatures in some other spots, 47 in the Dells, 46 in Juneau, 49 in Platteville, and 50 even in Mineral Point. Wind speeds out of the south and east at about 5 to, in some cases, a little bit closer to 10 miles per hour, so that wind not too bad. Temperatures will be falling fairly slowly through the 40s and bottoming out in the upper 30s as we start off Friday. Your day planner for Friday showing the clouds will be here, and also some of those clouds could be a little bit productive. We'll go over rain chances over the next couple of days in your first alert forecast in just a few minutes.
Dave, thank you. A teenager from Fort Atkinson is recovering after he was hit by a car walking to school, and now police are searching for the driver involved. Adam Duxter shares how families in the area are reacting to that news.
Yesterday morning, 16-year-old Christopher Caldwell was walking to school, and that's when police say he was hit by a car while passing through this intersection. Now it's got families in the area worried about their children. News of a hit-and-run accident at the corner of Jefferson and 3rd Street is quickly spreading through Fort Atkinson.
I just find that unbelievable. It can happen so close to home.
Something that is leaving neighbors like Heather Brummeyer in shock.
I just find it unbelievable that somebody could actually hit someone's child and then just let them lay in the street.
And concerned for her own children.
This makes me incredibly nervous, being a mother of twin 10-year-olds who use this intersection several times a day.
Police are now trying to figure out who the driver was. They say even a fragment of information can help them in their case.
Even something simple as, I saw this truck driving about that time of the morning and it, was driving fast or turned the corner there or whatever. It just, sometimes just a little bit of information will help us go a long way.
Brummeyer says she hopes police catch the driver soon.
I hope they can bring justice in this vehicle or this person or whoever may have done this. I sure hope we can catch up with him and bring some justice and maybe some closure to the family.
Now, police are still looking to find the driver of the vehicle involved, which is being described as a blue truck or SUV. Anyone with information is being encouraged to contact the police department directly. In Fort Atkinson, Adam Duxter, WISC News 3.
Police say the boy involved broke his leg in that incident. He is expected to recover. Madison's new Far East Side Fire Station will staff a paramedic or firefighter 24/7 in place of an ambulance.
After Mayor Salkland rejected a request to add an ambulance to the new station, Alder Michael Tierney says in a blog post that city leaders voted to allocate a little over $100,000 to ensure that a first responder will staff Station 14 all day, and the Fire Station 14 engine will carry supplies that will allow that person to provide advanced life support for patients until an ambulance arrives. A Madison woman is accused of driving while intoxicated. Police arrested 20-year-old Cheyenne Smith this morning. Police say Smith was driving on North Sherman Avenue when she left the road and crashed into a house. The crash severed a gas line. Madison firefighters quickly shut down that line. A witness told police they saw Smith weaving in and out of traffic before the crash. The search continues for a missing Wisconsin teen, Jamie Kloss. Officers say they've closed around 1,400 tips out of the 1,700 they've received. It's been a week and a half since Jamie's parents, James and Denise, were found murdered in their Barron home. Investigators believe Jamie was abducted and have ruled her out as a suspect in her parents' deaths. The FBI has a $25,000 reward for information that directly leads to her location. If you know anything, you can call the 24-hour tip line at 855-744-3879 or send an email to the address there on your screen. Both those are up on channel3000.com as well.
Former President Barack Obama campaigning in Wisconsin tomorrow. He's going to visit one of Milwaukee's most impoverished black neighborhoods. He'll campaign for Democrats and try to encourage African Americans to vote. Low turnout in Milwaukee by African Americans who traditionally vote Democrat proved costly for Hillary Clinton in 2016. She narrowly lost the state, which was among the handful of states that helped determine the presidency. Black voter turnout when President Obama won Wisconsin in 2012 was at 74%. An analysis by the Liberal Center for American Progress found that number plummeted to just 55% in 2016 and that Hillary Clinton would have narrowly won Wisconsin if turnout had remained at 2012 levels.
Some of Madison's most prominent black leaders are trying to get more minority voters to the polls this November. During the 2016 election, turnout among black voters fell about 19% compared to 2012, 4 times the national average. Local black leaders say this time around, their efforts aren't an attempt to get more people to cast their ballots for Democrats like Obama. They just want people to vote, so they are offering rides to the polls, information on where your polling place is and how to get registered, and resources to understand the issues up for election. Election Day is November 6th. Political ads on immigration are increasing all across the country as the countdown to November 6th continues.
Find out where the Wisconsin candidates for U.S. Senate stand on the issue next at 6.
We're taking a look tonight at how the candidates for U.S. Senate disagree on the best way to solve immigration issues.
Rose Schmidt sat down for one-on-one interviews with both of them and tells us what they would do if they get elected next month. Rose?
Well, you may have seen political ads about immigration. It's one of the top 2 issues that is most searched online across Wisconsin, meaning it's on voters' minds with just 12 days until the midterm elections.
On the issue of immigration, we see some of the most drastic differences between the 2 candidates for U.S. Senate.
The way that we have brought people who have different priorities in the immigration debate together is by including a comprehensive package that looks at border security and strengthens it.
For Democrat Tammy Baldwin, that includes a pathway to citizenship for so-called dreamers and a year-round guest worker program to help Wisconsin's dairy farmers. But her opponent, Leah Vukmir, makes it clear she won't consider other alternatives until a wall is built on the U.S.'s southern border.
I stand with the president and, quite frankly, a good number of people across the state of Wisconsin who feel it's very important that, first and foremost, we have the commitment that we will have that border security.
Vukmir pointed to human trafficking, drug trafficking, and outbreaks of diseases as reasons the wall needs to be in place. But a question on many people's minds, how would the federal government pay for that wall? President Trump has said Mexico should.
We're going to have to look for a lot of ways, and I think we can do it. There's a lot of waste in government, and I know that we can find a way to build that wall.
She says after the wall is built, she would consider helping children who were brought over the border by their parents. But refusing to consider other alternatives now is an approach Baldwin calls irresponsible.
Leah Vukmir has said, I won't talk about anything until we build Trump's wall. I won't talk about anything. I think that's irresponsible. We don't need a political issue. We need a solution.
Marquette Law School poll numbers show support for a path to citizenship is drastically different among political parties, with 90% of Democrats supporting it, but only 43% of Republicans in support of it.
All right, Rose Schmidt reporting that. Rose, thank you. Well, it looks like Lady Luck has been paying a few visits to Dane County.
Why you might want to snag a Powerball ticket ahead of Saturday's drawing.
The clouds will stick around into this weekend with chillier temperatures on the way. I'll talk about the chances for rain and some snowflakes in my forecast coming up.
For the second straight day, there's been a $1 million lottery winner in Wisconsin. For the Mega Millions, it was sold at that quick trip down to Mount Horeb, one of 35 such tickets nationwide. Well, now a $1 million Powerball ticket was sold to a still unidentified winner on Madison's east side at the Shopco Drive Pick and Save store. That's one of just 7 of those $1 million winning tickets sold nationwide.
This morning, the lottery office contacted me to see if I was aware of the winning ticket, and I was not, so that was a fun phone call to receive.
And the store will get a little cut of that winning ticket. Wanda says they'll hold a party for employees to celebrate. Now, unlike the Mega Millions, the Powerball did not have a jackpot winner last night. So for Saturday's drawing, it is now $750 million. That is the 4th largest jackpot in U.S. history.
Most of us are familiar with handicapped parking stalls and bathrooms and hotel rooms, but some people living with disabilities say that doesn't go far enough. Jane Nemke Earl has muscular dystrophy. When that condition confined her to a motorized scooter, she discovered the limitations of her Madison condo. Standard construction like flooring strips, stackable washers and dryers, and high countertops made living in her home difficult. Then Jane heard about a different approach to building, something called universal design.
Universal design is just that. It is universal. It's for everyone. And if we take that into consideration at the beginning stages of construction, you don't have to be spending money to redevelop and redesign.
Earl decided to remodel a different unit in her building using universal design from the ground up. Mark Kane got to tour the condo, and he'll share how some of these techniques can be added and utilized in our own homes. That's tonight on News 3 at 10.
Let's turn now and take a look at your forecast. Your First Alert weather. Dave Caulfield joining us with a look ahead. Dave?
Yeah, kind of a gloomy day overall. A lot of clouds with us, but this morning, I think, tried to make up for that with some of the sunrise photos that we got into our weather offices. Thank you, Mike, for sending this in of the red sky at morning from Blue Fortune Farms. Colors are fun, folks. That we can all agree. Now, 3 things that we're focused on. The clouds are staying put, unfortunately. Not too much sunshine to come by over the next couple of days. Even some rain showers are possible as we head into the next 48 hours or so. And we could be dry for Halloween, so that's some good news there. A time lapse in Platteville. The clouds have really been around for much of the day, save for the start of the day where we had that beautiful sunrise. A live-looking Platteville, we could still see a bit of a gloomy sky on our Queen Bee Radio Skycam, and we're really not going to get too much in the way of sun going forward because we're getting those shorter days and longer nights. The sunset about 15 minutes ago tonight, and the next sunset after 6 p.m. March 11th of 2019. So for the winter, no dice, unfortunately, if you're a fan of that daylight. Temperatures are in the upper 40s in Madison and Milwaukee, 51 in La Crosse, 48 in Dubuque. Doppler track still showing the rain. We have a barrier across southern Wisconsin. We have rain to the north and rain to the south and west, but really not a lot heading our way anytime soon. Maybe a few light showers, slight chance of showers as we head into tonight. Over the next couple of days, just those nuisance showers can be possible, so have that umbrella ready to go. You might need it at a moment's notice. Our high temperature trend showing the semi-chilly weather is continuing with highs in the low 50s and then the 40s for Sunday and Monday. Average for this time of year should be a little bit closer to the mid 50s, so that's a little bit below where we should be for this time of year, but it definitely could be worse. Tonight, temperatures in the upper 30s, mostly cloudy with a few chances for showers, and that chance for showers sticks with us tomorrow. Highs will be in the low 50s again, mostly cloudy and a little bit on the cool side. Future track showing those temperatures in the 40s as we head into later on tonight, and starting off in the 30s as we head into tomorrow. Again, a few blips maybe showing up on future track, but the clouds, you can see those are not moving anytime soon. And again, a couple of light showers possible as we head into Saturday as well. Now later on Saturday into early Sunday, a few light snowflakes are possible, but I really think that's going to be well north of Madison. And we're not talking about anything close in the way of heavy rain with these showers. Really only talking about 1/4 inch of rain, and that's through Monday, so we have a lot of time to get there, so to speak. 7-day forecast showing the dry weather back for Monday. Some showers possible later on Tuesday, but it looks like right now that for the bulk of Halloween, when all of us are out trick-or-treating, I think we will get to do that for a dry forecast.
Coming up, Friday's Wanakee-DeForest matchup means a lot more for one coach. Plus, are the Badgers on quarterback alert this weekend against Northwestern? Stick around. Sports is next. The most important position in team sports has a question mark next to it for the Badgers. Wisconsin quarterback Alex Hornibrook's in concussion protocol. His status uncertain for Saturday's game at Northwestern. Hornibrook wasn't listed on today's injury report, so at the moment, he's active. Sophomore Jack Cohn, redshirt freshman Danny Vandenboom would be next in line. Hornibrook is 25-5 as a starter. Well, that Badgers injury report does have 10 players on it. Two of their best defensive players listed as questionable. Safety Dakota Dixon, nose tackle Olive Sagapolu have leg injuries and didn't get much work at practice this week. But they're seniors and their coach knows they know the deal.
The age and experience allows, okay, this is what it is. You know, like even the walkthrough reps and what limited reps they get in practice, they don't have to see every one, and they still think, and we think they can still contribute, you know, if they're healthy. And so I think that it is different with an older, experienced player than a new guy.
10 miles separate Wanakee from DeForest, and Friday night, the rivalry between the top two teams in the Badger North will be renewed, playoff style. But one coach says he feels lucky that he's just going to be there. Melissa Kim has more.
1, 2, 3, pride! There comes a time where sports, even a rivalry, takes a back seat.
So you got two choices. You want to live or die.
Mark Olson is the defensive line coach for the Norskies. You wouldn't know it, but he has a disease that caused his kidneys to shut down.
Truly, it feels as though you have the flu constantly.
So he needed a new one.
I'm like, okay, let's go. Whatever it is, let's do it.
He found the answer to a match on the other sideline, the Warriors sideline.
Wolf keeps it. Touchdown, Wanakee!
Offensive lineman Nathan Miller's mom, Karen, is a kidney transplant coordinator at UW Health. Thanks to her and the kidney exchange program, Mark found a match this year. So after the regular season game, he looked for number 58.
To be honest, at first I thought I was in trouble, that I did something wrong.
I know your mom, Karen. She was the one that was able to give me a kidney. And then I shook his hand and I said, thank you.
I just thought it was really cool that we're from a different town, but like we're still closely connected.
Mark hasn't missed a snap on the sidelines since he found that match in February.
Life is pretty good right now. It's great, actually.
Now, Mark got his kidney because his wife donated hers through the kidney exchange program. And there's no better gift than that.
If you want to do something giving somebody 10 to 15, maybe even 20 years of their life back, I don't know what else is better.
This year alone, UW Health has completed 39 transplants through the Paired Kidney Exchange Program. For more information on how you can become a donor, head to channel3000.com. The 4 Brewers made the cut for the Gold Glove finalists. Lorenzo Cain, Manny Pena, Travis Shaw, Christian Yelich. Each position has 3 finalists. The winners will be announced on November 4th. Christian Yelich can probably make room for that MVP trophy as well, so he'll have a stacked mantle.
Have a season like that?
Yeah.
The rewards follow.
Got the goods.
All right, final check, Dave.
Temperatures tonight falling through the 40s into the upper 30s to start off our Friday. Your day planner for Friday, a lot of plans happening over the next couple of days. A couple of chances for showers and maybe even some snowflakes north of us.
Dave, thank you, and thank you for joining us for News 3 at 6.
Enjoy your evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.
Download the new Channel 3000 app and get alerted on your mobile device the minute news breaks. Wherever you go, be the first to know with Channel 3000.